Welcome to Love 888, the place where we explore the true psychology and emotions behind relationships. If you're looking to understand love, intimacy, and how women truly communicate without saying a word, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and join me on this emotional journey. Today we're going to talk about the subtle hints women often use to express their desire for closeness with the man they like. Women rarely speak directly about what they want, especially when the relationship is still new. But that doesn't mean they aren't showing it. They communicate a lot, just not with words. These are the very subtle yet incredibly powerful signals that you should pay attention to. 1. When she dresses more provocatively on purpose. It's not a coincidence. Sometimes a woman enters a room wearing a body-hugging dress, a delicate sleepwear set so sheer that the light can shine through, or simply a small detail like her bra strap accidentally showing under her top. And you might wonder, is this just her usual style? The answer is, probably not. Women have a very unique way of communicating without using words. When a woman dresses more alluring than usual, especially when it's just the two of you, it's a clear, unspoken signal. It's her way of saying, I want you to see me. Really see me. She's not just choosing a sexy outfit. She's creating an atmosphere, a sense of closeness, intimacy, and a little bit of excitement. Because when a woman feels safe and comfortable with you, she opens up the space for you to get closer, both emotionally and physically. Details like the color of her outfit, how she walks, how her gaze meets yours and then drifts away. All of these are unspoken invitations. And only those men who are truly in tune and perceptive enough will understand what she's silently communicating. 2. When she invites you to her place at night, and isn't in a rush to send you home. You get an invitation to her place late at night. No friends, no parties, just her, and you in a quiet, private space. She opens the door with a gentle smile, the room lightly scented with candles or essential oils, and there's an unmistakable feeling in the air, both intimate and inviting. This isn't a casual invitation. It's a carefully considered one. A woman is very aware of what spending time alone with someone in a private space at night can lead to. And if she keeps you there as the clock ticks late, if she shows no sign of rushing to end the evening, then you should understand. She's giving you an opportunity to connect on a deeper level. She might casually say that it's getting late and you should head home. But the important part isn't those words. It's the way she says it with a lingering gaze, the way she stands closer rather than stepping back, the way she pours another drink or starts a favorite movie instead of cleaning up. She's testing if you're perceptive enough to recognize the emotional signals hidden behind her actions. 3. When she asks about your past sexual experiences. You and she are talking, maybe at a quiet coffee date or late at night when you're sitting close together bathed in soft light. Suddenly, she turns to ask you an unexpected question. Have you ever been intimate with anyone? How long has it been since you've had a physical relationship? Or simply, what's your opinion on sex in a relationship? It might seem like just a momentary curiosity, but in reality, it's a very subtle invitation. Women rarely bring up sensitive topics like this casually. When she does, it means it's already on her mind. And now she's creating a safe space for you to enter this conversation with her. In that moment, what she really wants to know isn't just what you've experienced, but how you feel about intimacy and physical connection in a relationship. She's gauging your emotions and maturity level, but at the same time, she's revealing a very personal part of herself. 4. When she frequently touches you or her body keeps moving. As you're talking to her, you might notice subtle gestures, but ones that are full of meaning. Her legs crossing and uncrossing, her fingers casually brushing through her hair, or sometimes a light touch on your hand. A touch that could be accidental or perhaps intentional. These actions aren't just unconscious habits. They're clear signals of nervousness, interest, and a desire for closer connection. When women feel attracted to someone, their bodies often react in ways they can't control. These small movements may not always have an immediately obvious meaning, but you should recognize that they're part of the body language she's using to show her interest. She's inviting you, but not directly saying it. Instead, she's letting her body do the talking. You might notice her shifting her position, sitting closer to you, or finding ways to touch your hand during conversation. This isn't by chance. It's a subtle signal that she's sending, encouraging you to respond by touching her back, or at least reciprocating the closeness. If you understand this language, you'll see that she truly wants to connect and is hoping you'll share those feelings too. 5. When her breath becomes noticeably faster and deeper. One of the most obvious signs that a woman is feeling emotional or anxious is a change in her breathing pattern. Have you ever noticed that when you're sitting close to her, her breath suddenly becomes quicker, or you can hear her softly gasp for air when she looks at you? That's not a coincidence. It's a sign that her emotions are rising within her. Strong emotions, whether it's excitement, happiness, or nervousness from being near you, can make her body respond this way. Her breath quickens, her heartbeat races, and her gaze may become more intense. These signs are not always linked to sexual feelings. They can also indicate eagerness, enthusiasm, or a deeper emotional connection she's feeling. When you notice these signs, it means she's anticipating something from you. It could be a gesture, a word, or simply sharing emotions between the two of you. When women feel safe and close, their bodies naturally respond in this way. However, it's important not to misinterpret these signals, as her excitement doesn't always have to lead to sexual activity. It could simply be a desire to be closer and connect emotionally. 6. When she doesn't mind when you touch her sensitive areas. One of the clearest signs that she feels comfortable and wants to get closer is when you touch her in sensitive areas of her body, and she doesn't pull away or show signs of discomfort. Whether you touch her back, waist, or even more sensitive spots, and she doesn't move away or react hesitantly, it's a strong signal that she's not just comfortable, but actually wants you to continue. Women are usually very clear about what they want, even if they don't express it directly in words. If she doesn't say no when you touch her, it can be interpreted as consent, an invitation to move closer. This is especially important in a relationship where body language plays a vital role in conveying feelings and desires. 7. When she acts unexpectedly, suddenly sexy, with a different gaze and seductive gestures. When a woman who is usually reserved suddenly changes her style, the way she speaks, or her gestures become alluring and sensual, it's a clear signal. Maybe today she's wearing something sexier than usual, her eyes become more captivating, or her way of speaking is suddenly more intimate and inviting. This is no coincidence. It shows that she's caught up in her emotions and wants you to notice. This is how women express profound emotional changes, hoping you will recognize the shift in her behavior. She doesn't just want you to see the difference in her appearance. She also wants you to feel the anticipation she's sending through her gaze, her smile, or even a suggestive look. When she makes such an unexpected change, it's as if she's opening an emotional door for you to step into if you recognize and are willing to respond. This is not just a simple invitation, but an opportunity for you to understand the deeper emotions and connection she desires from you. These signs aren't just about physical closeness. More importantly, they are signals about the deep feelings she has for you. Each gesture, each look, each movement she makes holds an emotional story that sometimes can't be put into words. And it's in these moments that men don't need to wait for clear words. Instead, they need to know how to listen with their senses, their eyes, and their hearts. It's the subtlety in recognizing these signals that creates a much deeper connection. A woman doesn't just want to be loved with words, but with attention, care, and understanding. She wants you to notice the small signs, understand what she hasn't said, and respond with sincerity. No need for many words. So always listen, not just with your ears but with your heart. When you understand these signals, your relationship will grow much closer and deeper. If you want to understand women on a deeper level, to uncover the hidden signals in relationships, don't forget to subscribe to Love 888. Each video is a journey revealing the raw and beautiful corners of love. See you in the next video, where we'll continue to listen to the things left unsaid.